introduction, if you don't know who I am your Canadian blind girl. I have a big mouth, I'm blind. If you want to know the story about that and why I don't necessarily look the role as blind, I will have a link in the description box, I think in your top right hand corner. And yeah, so if you want to know how I do things and get around and tips and tricks and just to help raise awareness, please subscribe, hit the little bell button, give it a thumbs up, and share. And thank you so much for coming along with me on my journey. Hey everyone! So today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of ASMR. When I first came across it, I thought it was something that was like really weird, and a lot of people whisper. I can't whisper. So you're not going to get a true ASMR video, but you're going to see how ASMR works with my blindness. Hopefully I was able to film that other intro and stick it in the front so you actually know who I am and what I'm about. And so I'm taking an ASMR teaching moment. If you don't know what ASMR is, it's people who, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's sensory. It's actually sensory. And you're listening to different sounds. So it might be someone shaking something with beans in it, or scratching something, or tapping on something, and it's all those different sounds. And that is my life. Your sense of sight is your biggest sense. You're going to use that one first. When you don't have that, you start paying attention to your other senses, such as sights, smells. Even when I'm navigating outside, I use wind actually to tell me how close I am to a building or far away from a building, and I'm going to do videos on all of that eventually sometime. So I'm taking a moment to use ASMR as a teaching moment. If you don't know what ASMR is, it's listening to sounds. So a lot of times when I'm teaching, and I might be teaching a student, and I'll hear them like bobbing their head to the music, but you want to be careful how much you bob because you want to make sure that it looks natural with the music. And so when I'm teaching, sometimes I can hear my students bobbing, but they don't know that. And so as I'm teaching and I'm standing beside them, I'll say to them, I'm like, okay guys, I'm like, you can't be bobbing your head like that. You have to sit still, okay? And like sometimes the parents will be like, how did you know? I have superpowers. No, it's my hearing. It's not that your hearing becomes better. You become more in tune to your hearing. You pay more attention to your hearing. And so you're probably like, well, hair doesn't sound, because that's what I hear. I hear the hair rubbing against someone's neck. So I'm going to do an ASMR moment. Hopefully I get close to the camera without knocking it over. It's on a stand and I am petrified of dropping this camera. So listen very carefully. I'm going to stop talking, and the next sound you hear will be my hair. So hopefully that shows up. I just realized I probably just blasted you in the ear because I was talking too close to the camera. But hopefully you'll be able to hear that on the camera. Normally you would not notice that. I have a friend who when they're talking, they run their fingers through their hair, and I know when they're doing that because I can hear it. And no one else in the room would even notice that because they're not used to hearing, or they're not used to hearing. They're not used to trying to pay such detail to hearing. So even with our cats, most of the time I can tell, we have 3 cats, and I can tell one of them apart from the other ones just by the way they walk on the floor. The other times I have to touch them to know, because we have Tiger, he has really big ears, so when I touch his head I know he has those big huge ears. Missy, she's a short hair cat, and so she's a little bit softer than Tiger is. And then there's Buddy, and he's really floofy. So I use all my other senses, but that's an ASMR teaching moment. So I hope you found that cool. I challenge you to sit at home, close your eyes, and listen how many sounds you can hear in your room, and just see, and do that for 2 weeks. At the end of 2 weeks, I guarantee you're going to be hearing more things in your room than you ever did before. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!